Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I am drinking my afternoon coffee out of a mug that says "one more cup" that my 10-year-old gave to me. That's good. I like afternoon coffee. Now, the market is still down. Stellar is leading the way from my list. Hedera hash graph is right there. I would go and buy some right now, but Uphold in the last week had a they had a thing when you logged into your account where you had to update your account, and I went and I did that, and when I did it, it said now your account's under review, and it's been under review for a few days now, and I sent a ticket to them, and I still haven't heard anything. Now look, I know that's part of the normal process, but I sure would like to buy some of these dips, and I've been under review for at least 3 or 4 days now. Hey, check this out. This is from Masterworks. I wanted you to watch this. This is one of my sponsors.
Hey, everybody, it's me, the Einstein of Wall Street. Why am I in this gallery of multi-million-dollar art? Because while everything else has been in the red, contemporary art sales grew more than 48% in Q1 this year. I'm talking about blue-chip paintings by artists like Picasso and Basquiat. Check it out. But unless you have millions of dollars laying around, it's been almost impossible to invest in it. Masterworks lets us all get it.
So you can invest in it, and they even show you the traditional returns from different artists. And the whole idea here is that in times like these, art is more recession-proof than a lot of other asset classes. That's why I've been buying it. Also, this is more like an announcement than anything. This is something I'm excited about. iTrustCapital. This is from USC's football team, their athletics department. USC Athletics and iTrustCapital have formed a partnership, making iTrustCapital the official crypto platform of the USC Trojans. That is huge, folks. We've come a long way since we first started talking about iTrustCapital. Now, I want to show you this. This is from July 20th from the NASDAQ.com website. XRP Ripple price prediction, 2022 to 2023. Let's go down here. It says, what will XRP be worth by 2025? Now, you have to assume here, look, this is once where XRP, Ripple, and all this is past the lawsuit, okay? But here they're saying that this trading I don't even see who is it. It's Crypto News Z. They're predicting $8.07 for 2025, and then they're predicting $31.81 by 2030. I think those are joke numbers personally. I think you could hit this range just off the end of the lawsuit. But anyway, and many of you might think those are crazy. Well, look at this tweet from Crypto Bull. In 2017, XRP did a 70,000% increase. This happened because it had a very long accumulation phase. We are experiencing a very long and frustrating accumulation phase now. But we're also, more importantly, we've experienced at least 3 to 4 years of a coordinated plan to knock the XRP price down by many bad guys. We've shown it all to you. Now, this was an article from January 3rd, 2018. Ripple cryptocurrency hits a record high above $3. I was there, folks. This happened. It marks a more than 49,500% rally over the last 12 months. Okay? This actually happened. And this was when the market was recognizing XRP for everything we've been saying for the last 4 years, folks. The best, the fastest, the most least expensive, the scalable digital asset that it is. Everything else you've watched has been a coordinated lie, folks, including the SEC lawsuit. So don't think for a second that this can't happen again, because what's really happened is XRP has had a lid put on it to prevent those thousands of percent gains, while the two fake digital assets, Bitcoin and Ethereum, were allowed to because of all the shadiness that's going on, or all the world's a stage. Listen to this clip. This goes in the all the world's a stage file big time.
And so if the Howey test, which was built in the land of orange groves and real estate deals in Florida, that's the 50s case, can be interpreted in the...
Remember who this is, guys. This is the Bitcoin maxi, Falkenberg or whatever from Coin Center.
Context of golf course memberships. I think it can also be interpreted in the context of cryptocurrency. My problem with what's going on right now is that nobody ever goes to court and fights it out. The SEC would prefer to take parties down that they can easily settle with, get a settlement and get someone to apologize for doing what they do. Settlements don't leave legal precedents. They're not binding on anyone except the two parties that settle, the SEC and say Ether Delta, or the guy who developed Ether Delta. So we need the SEC to go after bigger parties who maybe they're afraid to go after because they know they'll fight it out in court and they'll have good lawyers and a lot of money to spend. And we need those parties to not settle, to say, I'm going to fight this all the way up to the Supreme Court. And then we'll get the clarity with respect to this test. And it'll come from the bottom up. It'll come from a fact-based context, not just someone in Congress or someone in an agency opining from on high about how things should be regulated.
Now, this is interesting from one perspective for me. If the whole plan was to get a company that could withstand this, think about it for a second. Ripple is the only company that could have withstood all of this and withstood the scrutiny. Can you imagine if it had been Ethereum? All the things that we've found and put out there would have been found by the court. These guys not only would have lost, but they would have possibly been put in jail too if this SEC lawsuit had been against Ethereum. You have to wonder, folks. You really have to wonder. Now, and here's another reason you have to wonder. Look at this. XLM just listed on Robinhood, and John Deaton says, this shows you the absurdity of the SEC's claims. The only reason Robinhood won't list XRP is pending case. XLM was born from XRP. The Stellar Foundation admits it sells XLM to operate with no other purpose. The same founder. XLM has to be a security if XRP is, but it's listed. All right, from Watcher Guru, just in, new lawsuit alleges 9 Coinbase executives misled investors about a public listing. Uh-oh. Now, this is from yesterday. Remember the news from the U.S. Treasury about tornado cash yesterday? I was wondering where that clip was of Vitalik Buterin. And remember, all these guys, folks, all the shadiness is around these guys from Bitcoin and Ethereum. All of it. And this was from a tweet. I was trying to think of it yesterday. Jeff ISO_XRP. Vitalik Buterin teaching step by step how to subvert your government with crypto.
So we decided this year that we would do a talk on how Bitcoin can be used to subvert one's government.
The exact steps you would go through personally in setting up your computer to anonymize your IP and to turn Bitcoin from pseudo-anonymous to real anonymous, and what your concerns would be during the setup process, what you'd be careful about specifically, your best practices.
So there are several different tools that you can use. The first tool that we already sort of talked about is called Tor. Basically, that Tor handles your internet connections, and in fact, just recently, I believe, the most popular Bitcoin client got a patch that lets it work with Tor, and I'm sure some others do too. But then the second and more critical part is called a mixing service. Basically, what mixing services are is they're services where you put in a certain number of Bitcoins, and then you give them one of your other addresses that you've never used before. And then within a few hours or so, and in a few chunks, that's the service basically spits the same amount of Bitcoins back out again. So the reason why you'd want to use that is because, looking from an outside point of view, there's no obvious link between the Bitcoins that go in and the Bitcoins that go out. And No, the most popular mixing service is run by blockchain.info, which charges a 0.5% fee. But really, you could use almost anything as a mixing service. You can use exchanges. You can use various kinds of online wallets. And basically, if you sort of chain many of them together, then really there's no single person in the world that will be able to figure out the trail between the Bitcoins that you received and where you're trying to spend them.
So this and Joseph Lubin is who your United States government has let go through, okay? I'm going to piece that little clip together with the disguised whales and put it out in front of Congress again, since they don't seem to want to do anything about it. Now, apparently a lot of these Bitcoin and Ethereum people have a problem with what the U.S. Treasury did. Yesterday, U.S. Treasury designated for sanctions ETH addresses associated with Tornado Cash. As a U.S. regulated FI subject to Bank Secrecy Act, BSA requirements circled together with our partner Coinbase restricted the movement of USDC funds in these sanctioned addresses. It is likely that nearly all responsible registered virtual asset service providers also took steps to block customers from transacting with these addresses or face charges of willfully avoiding U.S. sanctions compliance obligations, which can bring up to 30 years in prison. This intervention in this case crossed a major threshold of history of the internet. Okay, so he's got a problem with it, then Jake Chervinsky's got a problem with it. This underscores the Pandora's box that the U.S. Treasury may have opened by sanctioning autonomous blockchain-based software for the first time. There's good reason why sanctions have always applied to entities, not technology. Treating Tornado Cash as an entity makes little sense. I tell you what, this sure makes you wonder if some of those disguised whales Joseph Lubin was helping went through some things. They wouldn't have gone through Tornado Cash because it wasn't in existence, but it sure makes you wonder what the bad guys have been up to and how far up the chain, how big these whales get, because these guys seem to be real upset about it. Now, this is an interesting thread I'm not going to go through, but it's talking about Ethereum. Look, I have bought some Ethereum because of the upcoming merge, folks. I'm not stupid. Just because I know what these people have been up to does not mean that I don't think Ethereum is going to go up leading up to this merge. It already has. Ethereum, this is a thread about it you ought to go read. Ethereum is about to experience a once-in-a-lifetime phenomena called the triple halvening. After the upcoming merge, what this is and how it will drastically affect every ETH holder. So you can go down through this, and it's an interesting read. And then Jack the Ripper breaking news: the Bank of England will be withdrawing legal tender status of paper 20-pound, 50-pound banknotes after 30th of September 2022. Ripple joins on the 14th of October. Ripple joins the Digital Pound Foundation. Now, this is from Clinton Donnelly, okay? He is from the from cryptotaxaudit.com, and this is his website, and he's got a notice if you've received an IRS cryptocurrency letter, but he's reminding everybody right here, the Senate Inflation Reduction Act allocates $45 billion specifically to enforce collection on digital assets, cryptos. Call your senator now. It's too late now, but the bottom line is, if you need help with your crypto taxes, Clinton Donnelly is the man. I'll put the link to this in the top of the description with the Masterworks link. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family to go check out cryptotaxaudit.com.